So I don't know if you guys know this, but gold is literally just about 3% or okay, 4.8% away from hitting $5,000 for the first time ever. And this is a good indicator and reminder of how linked the economy is, right? Like, why is this happening? At the same time, the dollar is losing a lot of value. Whenever you see gold going up like this, it means that the dollar is losing a lot of power. The average person out there does not know this because they have $10 in their pocket. They wake up the next morning, it still says $10. So they don't think that much is changing. But there's a lot of interoperability in the economy. So this is a good example, right? The more you start to see things like this right now, President Trump warns a major retaliation if Europe sells US securities, right? This is creating a lot of geopolitical turmoil, uncertainty in the market. A lot of people are fearful. And then what the investors are doing, like the people on top of the pyramid, they're selling US dollars and they're buying gold. And then soon they'll start buying Bitcoin. And then the dollar keeps on losing power. So this information can make you money if you know what to do. The thing is, the average person doesn't know this, that money is basically made by trading information. You understand one thing about something and you look at cause and effect, and you know that, okay, if this, then this has to happen, and so on. So if gold breaks $5,000, what does that mean for the stock market? What does that mean for US dollar? What does that mean for your currency of your own country? Is there anything anyone can do to profit from that? Right? So trading is really just about that. You have to understand a little bit more than just candlesticks. And in fact, everybody obsess around candlesticks and technical analysis, how to read the charts. They know all the technical jargon and how to draw trend lines and charts and so on. And people think that is trading, right? But that is just noise. Trading is really just making decisions. You need to look at something like this happening, and then look at something like this happening, and being able to come up with a conclusion and say, you know what, I think this is what's more likely to happen, and then I will do this as a result. The best traders, it's how they trade. They're not like they're not looking at every little candle and what it does. Like Larry Fink right now is not looking at this candle and be like, okay, so what is the next move now that the candle says this? That's why I say to a lot of people, you can become a good trader without learning any charts whatsoever. You just have to be a good decision maker. That's it. And, have a little bit of understanding of how the world works.